Hello everyone and welcome to my very first episode of The Quest of a Narnia Fan. I am HP of Narnia. So first of all, sorry I have not made any videos in a while, and that's mainly because I had to move and we had to be constructed, so I had to live in the bottom of the house and the room was so small so I could not film anything, and plus I didn't have a computer. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to talk about the first news that we've known so far for the Silver Chair film, which is of course the Mark Gordon Company. So when the news was announced, I looked him up on his IMDb, and there are three films that I've seen that he's produced: Polly, Saving Private Ryan, and Source Code. I thought Polly was a good film. I've seen it when I was a little kid, but Saving Private Ryan and Source Code, I did not really like them that much. While I was looking up on his IMDb, there are films I've heard of but never seen, and that's kind of like one of my main issues with this guy, which I'll talk about that later. There hasn't been any news until this past January when when people interviewed Mark Gordon, and he said this is going to be a brand new franchise, new original characters, all new cast, new crew, new directors, an entire new team. This is coming from. So they're obviously say that's going to be a reboot, and that actually kind of worries me because we're not going to have like the same kind of elements that we had for the first three films. But I can understand that they're going to have to recast Eustace because Will Poulter is too old. I mean, he's 23 now. But they can't have Liam Neeson not return as the voice of Aslan, and that really disappoints me because he has such a great voice. And I can't even think of anyone else who can voice Aslan. But of course, I am also sad that Ben Barnes won't be back as Caspian, and of course, Peter Dinklage won't be back as Trumpkin, because they're just great actors. But of course, Caspian doesn't really have. He does sort of have a big role, but the thing is, his character is an old man, and I'm not so sure about what I feel about this because because I don't even know if Mark Gordon has a fan following, and I actually don't see it at all. And he's gonna produce this movie, and he's gonna try and bring Narnia back to the big screen. I don't really know. And even when I looked up the films that he produced, most of them are just not my kind of movies because I'm more of a fantasy person, not a world of danger person, which is most of the kind of films that he's done. And so that's kind of my main issue with him. And yes, to be honest, I actually do not care for Mark Gordon at all, and he's gonna produce this movie, and that really worries me. And when he said about that's gonna be a brand new franchise, that made me worried a lot. Because I mean, last year when I actually watched Source Code last year because I wanted to give him a chance to maybe do a great job with Saving Private Ryan, but do a great job with Polly, and it didn't fascinate me at all. It actually wasn't that good. But at least there's actually one good thing. I mean, Tilda Swinton will be returning as the White Witch, because that really annoys me for the second and third film because I mean they actually managed to get her in Prince Caspian and they squeezed her too much in Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and it's I really do not want to see the White Witch anymore. I mean, nothing against Tilda Swinton. I thought she was she's an amazing actress. I think she did a great job as the White Witch. But the thing is, I don't want her to play too much for the film franchise. And I actually also do not want her to play the Green Lady for the Silver Chair film. Although there is one thing that kind of made me a little more excited for the Silver Chair film, because a couple months after Mark Gordon produced the film, David McGee has been chosen as a screenwriter for the Silver Chair film, and he was nominated for two films, Finding Neverland and Life of Pi. I actually watched Finding Neverland back in May because I really wanted to give him a chance. And I actually wasn't disappointed. I thought the movie was pretty good. And after I saw the film, I was like, okay, this is awesome. Maybe David McGee might not be so bad after all. And plus, he did say that he's a Narnia fan. He's always dreamed of writing a script for the films, and obviously his wish came true. I just hope he'll be able to keep it to stay close enough to the book, okay? And it's just he might not be the only screenwriter for the film. They might probably get another one, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. And so far, there haven't been any news for a while until 2 years ago, back in July, when they announced that they actually want a name for the Lady of the Green Kirtle. And I was actually surprised by this because, I mean, several months, because a few years before they announced it, I actually thought of a good name for her, and I actually thought that maybe Jada would work. Because, I mean, it does kind of fit her, although it might be too similar to, like, Jadis. Because, I mean, a lot of people said that the White Witch and the Green Lady are somewhat related, but I actually don't think so. I mean, I really do not want... I mean, like I said before, I don't want Tilda Swinton to play the Green Lady, and I just want someone else who's someone new, okay? Because I mean, like in the BBC version, they had the same actress who to play the White Witch to also play the Green Lady, and that actually annoyed me in a way. And I think it wasn't until a couple months after Mark Gordon announced about the new franchise thing when Douglas Gresham said that maybe they might have a CGI Puddleglum. But I actually do not want a CGI Puddleglum at all. I think they should get an actor to play him. They might get like green gloves for his like CGI hands. That I think would be a great idea. But who knows? I think I'd rather have an actor, not a CGI Puddleglum. I mean, CGI owls that can actually work. I mean, they've used CGI for like the animals, and of course Aslan, and other creatures. You know, like centaurs and fawns and all that. Just have an actor play Puddleglum, not a CGI. Okay. There had finally been some news. It came out several weeks ago, but I will talk about that in another video. So until then, I will see you guys later. Further up and further in. Oh, almost forgot one more thing. I actually painted something a few months ago, and I actually want to show this to you guys. It's the painting of the tree from the centerpiece on the wardrobe in the first film. The only difference is that I actually put color in it. It's the tree which the wardrobe actually got. It's the magical tree which Diggory had planted in his uncle's backyard, and which was torn down and became that wardrobe. So I did a really good job on this painting, and I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, tell me what you think about it. So yeah, until then, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.